Alright, so when you listen to recordings of Tenderly, you'll hear these kind of loosey-goosey rhythms. Sounds like it. Okay, those, or sometimes it'll be something like this. Let's see. Okay, and those are what's going on there is those are both triplet rhythms. So the first one's kind of a quarter note triplet rhythm. It could be on the beat or after the beat. The second one's more of a triplet, so eighth note triplet. So the eighth note triplet is rushing the beat, and the quarter note triplet has a feel of kind of being behind the beat or kind of dragging, just real relaxed feel. Anyway, to really improvise on all those triplet subdivisions of the beat, you've got to be able to first just really hear all the subdivisions of the beat. And the way that I've found is the best way to do that is just kind of make an étude out of whatever tune you're playing and just kind of play it as if it's in 12/8. So if I'm going to make a 12/8 exercise out of something like Tenderly, I'm going to take all my swing eighths, the eighth note on the beat, like beat 1 is going to be 2 triplet eighth notes, or 2 eighth note triplets, and the second eighth note on the end of the beat is just 1 eighth note triplet. And that's kind of the, you know, three triplets equals swing kind of thing that you always see indicated. And there's more to it, but that's the basis of the sound. So if I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that kind of thing, with this exercise I'm actually going to put the note in between. Okay, and I'm just using another finger. Sometimes I do it with my thumb, but it's just whatever works. So let me see what I'm doing here. So I'm just kind of subdividing it. Okay, so let me just kind of do this. I won't do it in time, but I'll try to do the whole thing. It's just kind of a triplet thing. Okay, so that first one's on the end of the beat. So you go straight to the second note. So that's and 4 and on the lead sheet I'm looking at. So the second one is on the beat, so I'm subdividing, put a little note with it. So it's and 4 and, or triplet. So you get that kind of feel. Sometimes it's just a ghost note or just whatever I can kind of do. And I wouldn't play it this way if I was really playing it, but anyway. Alright, let me do that again. So that's got plenty of mistakes. I'm just playing through. Then you can kind of improvise with it, and anywhere you've got, this one's pretty hard, so just an easier tune would probably work better, just to kind of work on some of this. But anywhere you've got quarter notes, for example, whenever you're playing quarter notes, you get something like so that's triplet, triplet, triple. What is that? Triplet, 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 triplet. So I'm doing 3 notes. Okay. If I want to substitute quarter note triplet feel for those quarter notes, all I do is change the 3 pattern to a 2. So if I do that on triplets, I get this. So where's my original? If I'm doing so sub just 2s. So I can kind of use that at the beginning if I want a triplet feel at the very beginning of the song, instead of playing something like I make them all have a note in between. It sounds like this. So that's kind of a quarter note triplet feel. It's a quarter note triplet feel. So I'm kind of playing around with that. But in order to do that, I have to hear the triplet subdivisions in the first place. So that's where the first exercise comes in. So to really start hearing what these people on recordings are doing, you've got to be able to hear the triplets underneath. Find an easier tune maybe to do it with first, and then you just get to where you kind of hear them underneath everything.